Good morning, Story and Style, and thank you staff members for coming to join us today. We are so excited to have you here. My name is Miss Misfell, and I am the theater teacher here at Fremont High School, and this is Advanced Drama. This is our production class, so these are actors with 2, 3, 4 years of acting experience here at Fremont High School. And during the course of Advanced Drama, they put on 3 to 4 shows. This particular season is a little bit different because I'm sure, as you've noticed, there's a massive construction site. That's going to be our theater. So for now, we are making do, and we are using the Fair Oaks room as a theater. Yesterday, we moved our production to 3 different locations on campus as a true traveling theater troupe. You may remember from reading Hamlet, there is a traveling troupe of players that shows up to Elsinore to present a play. Basically, we were doing the same thing yesterday, but today we're going to be here, which is very excellent. The other thing is that Hamlet is a tragedy, which, as you may or may not remember from Romeo and Juliet freshman year, means everybody dies. Hashtag spoiler alert. But you've already read the play, so you should know that. Also, 1 month ago today, we were performing Romeo and Juliet in this very room for our freshman English classes. So in 2 months, these actors have put on not 1, but 2 Shakespeare plays. Which, from reading it, I'm sure you know that's difficult language and quite an impressive feat to pull together an entire, even 30-minute Shakespeare in a month. So, also, it is my duty to inform you that you got a program on your way in. The role of Lord Polonius today will be being played by Minerva Comra, as we had an illness this morning. That actor may or may not be using a script because they found out they were doing this role 30 minutes ago. Yes? So, grace and gratitude towards our actors for filling in at the very last minute. But in theater, as we know, the show must go on, so go on it will. This is, like we said, a 30-minute cutting of Hamlet, so we've kept the important parts to understand the through lines. Unfortunately, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, although they are my favorites, did not make the cut. So they are, if you've ever read Tom Stoppard's Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, they are. They're not in this one. So I apologize if they were the characters you are looking forward to, but they're not in this one in order to keep it all within 30 minutes. Let's see, anything else I was supposed to say out loud? No, next season, next calendar year, starting in January, February, we look forward to being in the theater, which means you're all looking forward to the end of construction. And also, next week, we are having auditions for High School Musical, The Musical, which is going to be our first big show in the newly renovated Shannon Theater. So auditions are next week, Tuesday and Thursday. It's open to the whole school. So if you're like, I would like to sing, dance, act, come on out, because we're all in this together. You're welcome. Thought you'd appreciate that. End your senior year with a bang and come be part of our ensemble, part of our cast, part of our crew. We have positions for everybody. And without further ado, oh yes, please put all cell phones away into your backpacks. It's a 30-minute show. Please make sure they are off. You're not going to need them, except Miss Martin's going to be taking photos for the newspaper in the front row. So if you see Miss Martin with her phone, that's why. Not because she's being rude, I promise. It's the press. You know how the press is. Excellent. Cell phones away. Please don't be on your cell phones. Make sure they're on off. We just really appreciate that. It helps our actors stay focused. And we are just so excited to share this with you today. I love Shakespeare. Like, my license plate frame says I heart Shakespeare. And I lived in England for 1.5 years and got a master's degree in Shakespeare. That's how much I love this guy. And in fact, so we are so excited to produce this, to present this to you today. and to share this with you. So thank you so much for being our audience, because without you, it's simply a rehearsal. So without further ado, Fremont High School's Advanced Drama presents to you William Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, is grieving over his father's death. To make matters worse, his uncle Claudius has become king by marrying Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude. Then there's the matter of the ghost.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear father's ghost, the memory is green, our hearts in grief, we with wisest sorrow think of him. Together with our sometime sister, now our queen, have we with mirth in funeral and dirge and marriage taken to wife. But now, my cousin Hamlet, my son, how is it that the clouds are still hanging upon us?
Not so, my lord. I'm too much in the sun.
Oh, good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off. Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy no father in the dust. Thou know'st is common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, 'tis common.
'Tis most sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father, and his father lost his. But to persevere in obstinate condolement is a fault against the dead. Come away, come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world, that it should come to this, but 2 months dead. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother. Frailty, thy name is woman. Why even she, oh God, a beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer than she. Married to mine uncle, my father's brother, at wicked speed to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see thee well, Horatio.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Your father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
The king, my father. For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together with those gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on our watch in the dead vast and middle of night, were thus encountered. A figure like your father, armed out quite exactly, appears before us, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by us. It lifted up its head, like as it would speak. But even then, the morning cock grew loud, and at the sound it shrunk in haste away, and vanished from my sight.
'Tis very strange. I will watch tonight. Perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
So, fare thee well. Upon the platform, twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
My duty to your honor.
My father's spirit up in arms? All is not well. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
On the watchman's platform, the ghost of the former king, Hamlet's father, appears to give Hamlet disturbing news.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold. Look, my lord, it comes! Oh, angels in heavens of grace, defend us! Bring with the airs from heaven, or blasts from hell. King, father, all answer me!
It beckons you to go away with it.
Then I will follow.
Do not, my lord.
It calls, my fate cries out. I'll follow thee.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Where art thou leading me? Speak. I'll go no further.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast and fires, till the foul crime done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. List, oh list, if thou ever did thy father love, revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Now Hamlet here, sleeping in my orchard, serpent stung me. The serpent that sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
I, the incestuous, that adulterate beast, want to shameful love the my most seemingly virtuous queen. Sleeping within my orchard, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hamlet in a vial, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distillment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, I once dispatched. Oh, horrible, most horrible! Oh dear, Hamlet, remember me.
Remember thee? I, that poor ghost. While memory holds a seat in this distracted globe, I'll remember thee. Smiling, timid woman, oh most pernicious villain! Give me one poor request, Horatio.
What is, my lord? I will.
Never tell anyone what you have seen tonight.
My lord, I will not.
Swear.
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
Swear.
Let us go in together. And still, with your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
A traveling troupe arrives at Elsinore. Hamlet decides to have the players act out his father's murder. The play's the thing.
I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. If he but blench, I know my course. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Hamlet and Ophelia, the daughter of King Claudius's chief officer, Polonius, have recently confessed their affection for each other. But when Ophelia's father, bound by the king to spy on Hamlet, orders Ophelia to return Hamlet's love letters, the prince's vicious and unhinged reaction upsets her greatly.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich, their perfume lost. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I love you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery! Why wilt thou be a breeder of sinners? Or if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool! For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery, go! And quickly too. Farewell!
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
God has given you one face, and yet you make yourselves another! To a nunnery, go! I'll no more aunt! It hath made me mad! I say, we'll have no more marriages! To a nunnery, go!
Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown. I see that noble and most sovereign reasons like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Horatio, there's a play tonight before the king. One of the scenes has the circumstance of which I have told thee of my father's death. Give him heedful note, for mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censured seating.
Well, my lord.
Get you a place. They are coming to the play. I must be idle.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
play.
The mousetrap.
The king rises.
What, frightened with false fire? How fares my lord?
Give me some light. Away!
Light! Oh, good, Horatio. I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Disperceive?
Very well, my lord.
Upon the show of the poisoning.
I did very well note him.
I will come to my mother by and by. Leave me, friend. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to the world. Soft. Now to my mother.
Hamlet confronts his mother, resulting in a bloody deed involving Ophelia's father, Lord Polonius. The ghost returns.
He will come straight. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with. I'll sconce him even here.
Mother, mother, mother!
Butcher, I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, thou hast my father much offended.
Oh, come, come, you answer with an idle tongue. Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
How now, a rat? Dead, boy, ducket, dead!
Oh, me, what hast thou done?
Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
Almost as bad as kill a king and marry his brother.
Has killed a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell! I took thee for thy better.
Do not forget this visitation is but to wit thy almost blunted purpose. But look amazement on thy mother's face. Speak to her, Hamlet.
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all.
Why, look you there, my father!
Oh, this is the very coinage of your brain.
It is not madness. Confess yourself to heaven. Avoid what is to come.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worser part of it and live the purer with the other half.
Tragic events have had their effect on Ophelia.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone, and at his head a grass-green turf, and at his heels a stone. How do you, pretty lady? Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, and all the morning be time, and I a maid at your window to be your Valentine. How long has she been thus? I cannot choose but weep. To think they should lay him in the cold ground? My brother shall know of it. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies, good night, sweet ladies, good night, good night. Oh, 'tis the poison of deep grief. It springs from her dear father's death. Poor Ophelia, divided from herself and her fair judgment.
Where is this king? Oh, thou vile king, where is my father?
Dead!
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance, vows to the blackest devil. I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
I am guiltless in your father's death and most sensible in my grief.
How now? What noise is that? Oh, heat, dry up my brains. By heaven, thy madness shall be paid by weight. Oh, Rose of May, dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia.
And will he not come again, and will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again.
Do you see this? Oh, God.
Where the offenses, like the great axe fall, I pray you, come with me.
Hamlet and Laertes' duel. Poison is involved. I do not predict a happy ending.
There is a divinity that shapes our eyes. Rough hew them how we will.
That is most certain.
Is it not perfect conscience to quit him with his own arm?
Peace, who comes here?
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
Humbly thank you, sir.
My lord, his majesty bade signify to you that he hath laid a great wager on your head. Here is newly come to court Laertes. The king, sir, hath laid that in 12 passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits.
Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose.
I will win for him.
The king and queen are all coming down.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
There is a great purpose in the fall of a sparrow. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come. Take this hand from me.
I have done you wrong. I request for pardon. I hereby proclaim was madness.
I stand aloof and will no reconcilement.
Give them the foils, young Osric.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath. Come, begin.
Come, my lord.
1.
No.
Judgment! A hit! A very palpable hit!
Well. Again.
Stay. Give me drink, Hamlet. This pearl is thine. Here's to thy.
Set it by a while. I'll play the spell first. Again. Another hit. What say you?
A touch I do confess.
The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Gertrude, do not drink.
Good
I
madam.
will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
Good madam. I'll play the spell first.
Alas, it is a poisoned cup. It is too late.
Have at thee.
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How's it, Laertes?
I'm justly killed in my own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No, the drink. The drink, oh my dear Hamlet, the drink. The drink and poison.
Oh, villainy! Let the door be locked! Treachery! Seek it out!
It's here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, envenomed. Thy mother's poison, the king's to blame.
The tippet and venom too? Then venom to thy work!
Oh, protect me, friends, for I am but hurt.
Oh, thou incestuous, murderous damned Dane! Drink off this poison! Is thy union here? Follow my mother!
He is justly served. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's deaths come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it. I follow thee. Horatio, I am dead. Wretched queen, adieu. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause a right to be unsatisfied. And in this harsh world, draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. Oh, the potent poison quite o'ercrows my spirit. The rest is silence.
Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to rest.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Whether 'tis nobler in mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune,
Or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them.
To die, to sleep no more.
And
by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to.
'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
To die, to sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub.
For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil,
Must give us pause.
There's the respect that makes calamity of so long a life.
Thus
The conscience does make cowards of us all.
And thus, the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought.
And enterprise of great pitch and moment, with disregard our courage turn awry,
And
Lose the name of action.
Thank you so much for coming, for being a fantastic audience. Let's give a round of applause for our technicians. These are our costume designer, our publicity designer who designed the programs that you're holding on to, our sound designer, our prop designers, and also our shift change crew, so they move things on and off, do the sound cues, all of those lovely things. They are a part of our stagecraft classes. So we have classes for people both on stage and off stage. And I just have to say, can we give one more round of applause for this phenomenal crew? We are just so, that was phenomenal, you guys. I just so impressed. Yes, but we just want to say thank you so much for coming. And my favorite line in all of Hamlet, actually I have two of them, is, we're not in this show, but I'm going to say them for you anyway. My first favorite line is actually Polonius's line. It's a very common one. It says, nope, that's Ophelia's line in my head. Nope. Gonna go with Ophelia's line first. Ophelia's line is my favorite. She says, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be." And this idea of our future is open-ended, to be whatever you'd like to make of it. My second favorite line is Polonius's advice to Laertes as he's going off to college, where he says, "For this above all, to thine own self be true, for then it follows, as night follows day, thou cannot be false to any man." It's all about being true to yourself, and then that helps you be true to other people. So we know that acting is all about becoming somebody else, but we just really, really appreciate you all being here and letting us become these characters for 30 minutes with you. Thank you so much.